Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Haxenhunt. Today's video, I got my hands on the new Hoyt Torrex. So super stoked to shoot this thing. We've got it set up at 70 pounds right now, 30-inch draw. I took one quick little shot out of it. You're gonna really enjoy this. So this is the new Hoyt Torrex they just came out with this last week. So if you want to see my opinion on how I believe and how I think it shoots and how it feels in my hand, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, guys, so right here is the combo setup that actually comes with the bow. So with that, it is, let's see, 850 bucks. That is the bow, a rest. It's a drop away rest, which is freaking awesome. Sight, as well as a fuse quiver there. So I think it's a pretty legit setup. The bow on, oh, and a stabilizer in the wrist sling as well. So obviously Hoyt owns fuse, so they've got a fuse sight. Wow, that thing's actually pretty nice, and it's pretty good orange ring around that too, which is pretty vibrant. Obviously fuse quiver, I've ran that for quite a few years now and I've really enjoyed it. Just a cheap little fuse stabilizer, got no complaints on that. And then a drop away, kind of looks just like a cheaper version of the, I mean, it is a QAD rest, but just kind of seems like it's a little bit of a cheaper QAD. It works the exact same way, but all right. So fully set up with the quiver and everything. I'll show you guys the balance of this bow. So it does want to lean a little bit to that quiver side, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and take that off and test that again without that quiver on there. See just that bow. Oh yeah. Sorry, that was me kicking it up. Right there, dudes. Perfectly balanced. All right, so we're set up at 30-inch draw, 70 pound draw weight as well. Let's draw it back, talk about the draw cycle as well as that string angle as well. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised at how well that draw cycle feels. So having that draw or that string angle as well actually feels pretty dang good. Backwall has a little bit of a sponge to it. Show you guys those cams. A little bit of a sponge, maybe, let's see, maybe a little bit more than what I like. So I have shot the Power Max before, and you know you're shooting a cheap bow. In all honesty, this thing shoots pretty dang good. Like, I would take this out and go hunting with it. Now I get why, because like Cameron Haynes talking about it, and the Hush guys talking about it, and Born and Raised, and they're, you know, they all give them for free. I get that, but they don't talk about the Power Max. Let's try this again. Honestly, and it has the exact grip system as well, so it's the exact same grip as the RX1 that I've got. So it feels good in the hand. Dude, honestly, that's a pretty dang good bow. I'm honestly super surprised, and I'm very impressed. Hoyt, and then for the bare bow, so if you want to put on your own accessories and everything, it is 650 bucks. So if you don't have a lot of money, but you want a dang good bow so far, this looks like a great option. I mean, this is a freaking killer. like I'm able to sit right on the target. I mean, it's not floating very much. It's settling in pretty dang well. It's pretty quiet too. Let's focus in on hand shock or jump forward. Let's focus first on jump forward on this shot. So it's got just a tiny bit, but it feels like how a bow should feel, with jump forward, if that makes sense. So now let's focus in on that hand vibration and see how much vibration it's got. Here we go. Oh, just shot that kisser off. Hand shock is honestly, people are gonna get upset at me for saying this, but there's less hand shock in this than there is in the RX4. Do you understand how much money the RX4 is, guys? You're gonna be spending $1,800 for a bare bow. You get this whole package for 850 bucks, right? Is that what it was? 850 bucks. If hand shock's a big deal to you, just saying. But you know, I'm not affiliated with Hoyt or any brand at all, actually. And I would tell you my honest opinion. If I didn't like this bow, I would tell you. Honestly,
last year I shot it, stayed it up.
Honestly, I would buy this bow. With the way it feels and shoots, I'd buy this bow, hands down. But I do want to shoot it through the chronograph. I do want to test and see if the draw weight is true to 70 pounds. All right, so we are going to shoot here through the chronograph. So again, the setup is 70 pounds, 30-inch draw with 480 grain arrow. It's the Easton FMJ. So first shot's right here through the chronograph. Shot 267 FPS, and then we're going to shoot this Easton Axis, which weighs in at 440, so 40 grains lighter. Let's see what kind of speed we're getting there. .289, so almost basically that 290 mark. Honestly, that's not too bad. I need to shoot my VXR through it and see. I honestly have not shot my VXR through a chronograph yet. I want to see what kind of speeds I'm getting out of that. But for an $850 setup, like that's 290 feet a second, which is pretty good. You could even go a little bit of lighter arrow. I wouldn't. The lightest I would go would be that 440, the Axis. It's just the regular hit insert with 100 grain tip, 4 fletch with a 4-inch. Yeah, 4-inch wrap on the back. So it's a pretty light arrow. But that's that. So let's check the scale, see what kind of weight it is pulling, make sure it is around that 70-pound mark like they do advertise, and I'll let you guys keep knowing my honest opinion. All right, let's go ahead and check that draw weight, make sure it's around that 70-pound mark. .11, so dead on at 70 pounds. All right, guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot a couple groups just right here at the 12, 13 yard range we've got here at TNT Archery. So first one, we're gonna do, we got 2 shots with my Axis and kind of see how those group. So first shot. It's not sighted in, but we're just gonna aim at the same place, make sure the group looks good. pretty good group there. So then we're gonna do 2 of the FMJ, so a little bit of that heavier arrow. See how that groups. I don't know where that one hit. Did punch the trigger on that just a little bit, but I think it was still pretty good shot. Shot number 2 at the FMJ. Felt good. Let's go take a peek at that, at those shots. Obviously the bow has not been tuned to these arrows, but there's a look at those 2 and those 2. So mediocre grouping there, but not too bad. That is gonna wrap up this video, guys. I appreciate you tuning in and watching me, my first impressions of this new Hoyt Torrex right there. Pretty freaking rad bow, guys. I'm honestly very impressed to be able to come out with a bow like that shoots as well as it feels. Hands down, probably one of the best lower end bows. I don't even want to say lower end bow, because it's not a lower end bow. Like, this thing is freaking legit. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'd buy this bow. I'd be more than happy to shoot this bow. Yeah, you're not, I've got this RX4, dude, I'm so cool, right? If that bow feels good to you, shoot it. But if you're just buying it for the fame and because freaking influencers buy it, you're just spending money you don't need to. I love this bow. I love the RX4, don't get me wrong. But that's a freaking killer bow, guys. It's definitely, you know, on a scale 1 to 10, whoops. On a scale 1 to 10, I'd probably give this bow an 8.5. That's pretty dang good rating. But yeah, I'm super stoked, super impressed. Would be really curious to see how it shoots out at far distances. I'm sure it'd be totally fine. And then the durability is, you know, shooting hundreds and thousands of shot through it. You know, maybe as time goes on, something might pop up, but I highly doubt it. Feels solid, looks solid, shoots solid. I'm very impressed. So get down to your nearest dealer, Hoyt dealer, and see if you can shoot the Hoyt Torrex. If you do not have the ability to go through to a dealer to test them out or whatever, I usually don't do this, but honestly, I think you could take my word on this one. It shoots good. It really does. But that's it for this video, guys. Big thank you all. Big thanks to Terry here at TNT Let me come on in and shoot the new Torrex. And then don't forget, guys, I am giving away a bow. It could be this bow if that's what you want to pick. And if it is that bow, then we can spend a lot more money on some other, you know, bow equipment. But yeah, so go buy a decal at haxenhunt.com. That'll get you entered, and we'll see you guys next time.